Hey YouTube, it's me, Lama Landy. I'm doing the part 2 to my What to Expect When Expecting Nap series. This part is going to be about negativity. When you first make that natural plunge where you're going to be cutting off the relaxed ends and actually exposing your true natural hair, this is a very scary time. Expect negativity. Do not go out and expect people to think that your hair is beautiful. Even if you think your hair is beautiful, do not expect people to really embrace your hair. That is like a big pitfall that you're gonna. Don't go out there saying, I'm expecting everybody to like my hair just because I like it, because it's not going to happen. 9 times out of 10, people are going to be kind of negative. But I think that in large, the negative comments that you're going to hear is basically going to be a reflection of what you put out there. So when you're wearing your hair natural for the first time and you're exposing it to friends, family, co-workers, and things like that, you have to remember this. No matter how bad you feel about your hair, no matter how self-conscious you feel about your naps, no matter how hung up you are on good hair, bad hair, all these different stereotypes about what African American hair should look like, no matter what you feel about your hair, especially if you feel bad about it, go into your workplace, go to the club, go to your friend's house, go to your man's house, go to your mama's house, your grandmama. Go in there with this feeling. I'm going to fake this till I make it. You have to fake it until you make it. You have to go out there. If you don't like your hair, you got to still go out there like you love it. You got to wear your hair all, jazz it up. Wear, do some 2-strand twists or wear some big earrings to sort of accentuate it. Make it look as sexy as possible, just so you can get enough confidence, hold your head up, put the shoulders back, and actually go out there with some confidence. Because if you don't, and if you tell anybody, especially your auntie or your friend who is, totally against natural hair, you tell that person, girl, well, I wanted to go natural, but I don't know, it's just my hair is so short and it's just so kinky. I don't have the right kind of hair to go natural. And soon as you say that, they're going to jump on it. It's going to be a whole conversation. It's going to spread like wildfire. You're going to be sitting there in the middle, and it's going to be a whole bunch of relaxed, weaved up women around you telling you, look, you need to go to my hairdresser because my hairdresser can hook you up. Oh, you need to go to my hairdresser. Oh, she'll slim that stuff on out. And why don't you just get it pressed? And why don't you just do this? Why don't you get a texturizer? And the next thing you know, you in there considering getting a damn texturizer. And you back on that relaxation, afraid of my natural texture roller coaster all over again. Just because you let it be known that you felt a little apprehensive about how your hair looks. Please, that is something that you don't tell people. No matter how much, no matter how close you are to this person, you just really cannot let on that you do not feel your natural hair. So when I went to work the first time with my natural hair, I was expecting people all across the board to be negative. I had my hair in a little, it was short. I'm going to have to show a picture of my hair from the first big chop. But it was really, really short. And I don't know, I was feeling it before I left home, but I was afraid that people were going to look at me and be like, oh my God, what happened? What happened to your hair? So I walked into work, and I'm a nurse now. It's a night shift nurse. This is a professional place. And I walked in, and for the first 5 people that I passed, they didn't even notice my hair. And these were Caucasian people. So they really didn't notice my hair. They didn't even pay attention. I was expecting some weird stares and some looks and some, ooh, what's going on? Nobody even paid me any attention. And I saw one of the coworkers that I actually told prior to going natural. I told her I was going to be cutting my hair off at this such and such a time. I'm going natural. And she was one of the ones that told me, yo, you're going to look like Miss Seeley. I kept on hearing that you're going to be Miss Seeley, Sugar Avery, and all this kind of stuff. I kept on hearing all these Color Purple references. And she looked at it and she was like, oh, well, it don't look that bad, So in large, I did not get any negative comments that first day. I think one lady, she was an older lady, she laughed at my hair. And I looked back and I think I know why she was laughing. It was like I put a little I don't know, my hair was really short, and I put a little ornament like in the middle, like babies, like you know when you dressing up a little baby's hair and you put a little barrette in the middle. I had some crazy crap going on like that the first day, so they was laughing at that part of my hair. But the hair, the texture, people weren't really too negative about it. I think that a couple of days later I had worn my hair, and this coworker that I usually talk to, she's an older lady, and she saw my hair and was really, really negative about it. She was like, I need to go home somewhere. What's wrong with your hair? You know, she was like really negative, really confrontational about how I chose to wear my hair. And we had to stop being friends because she really sort of embarrassed me. And she tried to embarrass me sort of at the nurse's station, like, oh, well, what did you do to your hair? And you need to go to the hairdresser and let them fix that. Now, you know, you ain't gonna be able to find no man looking like that. Oh my goodness, she was really, really the most negative that I had ever seen. And me and her had to, you know, have a little, we had to talk. I had to pull her to the side and talk to her. And we never spoke again. And I don't even talk to her. I don't really look her way from this point, because that was very negative. It's like, you know, somebody's already gone out of their house and they wearing their hair like that. How dare you come up to them and say anything negative like that? So because she did not put her filter on and use some common sense, I had to sort of pull her to the side, talk to her about my hair, and told her that it was none of her business, basically. And so some people you got to sort of pull to the side, you know, do it in a non-ghetto way. I was professional about it, but I made my point, and we have not talked, and she ain't said nothing about my hair ever since. And that's just the point. You just got to, you know, nip it in the bud. But in large, I have not really got, that was like the only negative comment that I got the first week I wore my hair to work. My mama wasn't too upset about it. She looked at it and she didn't think it was too bad. My sister was okay with it. She thought it looked good. So in large, you're going to get a lot of very good comments about your hair. If people generally don't like your hair, they generally won't say anything. Adults. Now, when you're in middle school and high school and stuff like that, and you're wearing your hair natural, children in high school and middle school, they're not going to put their filter on. They're going to tell you exactly how they feel. They're going to gather around you and pick on you. Why you did it? You got that slave hair. It's not going to be no filter up in there. So what you got to do is still put the confidence on. Act like your hair is the hottest thing. You know, you have to put on an act. You got to put on your little alter ego, your Sasha Fierce, so to speak, and actually put that alter ego on and let people know, I think this is the crap. I think this is the shit, okay? I think this is hot, you know, and I don't care what you think. And that's what kind of attitude you sort of got to have when you first go natural. And it should be okay. I think I've gotten like a one or two comments from some guys. I think one guy told me my hair was all rolled up and nappy or something like that. A black guy, you know, I'm so surprised at that. But, you know, in large, people really either did not say anything about my hair. You know, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. I love that approach. Or they basically said one or two negative little ignorant things. But basically they just don't say anything, or they tell you your hair looks nice. So if you're a beautiful person with relaxer, you're going to be an even more beautiful person with your hair napping. So this concludes my part 2. Just keep the confidence when you're going out there and you're natural for the first time. That's pretty much sums it up. Fake it till you make it. Okay, YouTube, I will be back with part 3.